All right, guys, we are ready to go. Thank you for your patience here. I'm going to get through this part very quickly so we can spend as much time as possible on talking about what you guys came for, which is to hear about some of the opportunities that I think a lot of people are missing. A lot of advisors I'm talking to, even guys that are writing, it's crazy, like 20 to $30 million in annuities, don't know about some of the benefits of enhanced legacy products. So I'm excited to talk with you guys about that. Again, this is Matt Sabala here at IAMS. I've been with IAMS now for a little over a year. I have a background of around a decade of experience with another IMO that some of you guys may be aware of. It's actually the largest in the country. And then I started at a place where a lot of people kind of broke out and started their own groups. I was a little late to the party, a little younger than some of those guys, but I've seen what the industry has to offer. And we've got a comprehensive suite of products available here at IAMS, and excited to talk with you guys about this opportunity. But real quick, I'm going to go through our value prop and just discuss some of the options that we have here at IAMS for our producers to get a fast start, and why people have enjoyed working with us here at IAMS. 38 years ago now, Charles Hiring started IAMS on a foundation of service. A lot of people will tell you that they're very service oriented. We do definitely embody that. When you call in here at IAMS, you're always going to get a live person on the phone. We don't even have voicemail, not because we're so archaic that we can't afford a decent phone system. It's because we want you to talk to a live person each and every time. We have people who are assigned to help you and are experts with the carriers that you need to work with, and we try and take as much off your plate as possible. One of the tools that, for me being a new guy here, our producers use on a regular basis to get a fast start with us here at IAMS is our new producer builders program. So in your first 6 months contracted with us, you have an opportunity to hit these different thresholds. FIA business counts dollar for dollar. Life business usually counts around 10 to 1. But if you hit any of these thresholds, we invest in your practice in a big way. I had several people in my first year with us hit that $1 million level, and a couple of them chose to do 3 workshops. We put on 3 workshops for them. There was 1 or 2 people that chose to do a program called, actually it's 2 now, chose a program called the annuity rank, which is designed to help clients who are in a lackluster, underperforming annuity policy get into a much better situation and take advantage of today's higher rates. And then I had a couple of people who came to me, were already successful agents in the industry, and they wanted to continue doing the marketing that they're already doing, which wasn't something we developed, and that's fine too. Whatever works, works. We just want to give you more darts to throw at the board, and this is a great way to get that fast start. Just like you guys, any new client is sorry, let me back up. I'm kind of out of rhythm here, guys. The best new client that we can receive, and you guys being our clients, is a referral typically for us, just like you guys. You know, if you're going to get somebody new to work with, oftentimes the warmest call you can make, the easiest introduction you'll have, is somebody who is referred to you. And we take that very seriously when somebody refers somebody to us. That is a huge component of what we do here at IAMS, and so we want to pay you for that. When they get contracted with us, a referral that you send our way, we're going to give you $50. And then when they write business, we're going to pay you an override when they write business. So I know of a check going out today to Mr. Beavers. Thank you, Mr. Beavers. We finally got that check approved. He's getting paid on a couple annuity policies. One of his referrals wrote about $200,000 with us, and so he's going to get $400 of override for the referral that he sent us. An excellent referral. Thank you, Brian, for that one. And I'm sure there are other people here on this call who have sent referrals our way, but that is an excellent way to grow your book of business without building an agency and without all the responsibility and liability that comes with that. But by the way, if you do want to go the agency route and you want to build the downline, we have excellent resources there. And me specifically, I'm very well versed at that. So please give me a holler if you have more questions about that. Back office support. So I think we do three things really, really well here at IMES compared to what I've seen in the industry throughout. One of those is back office support. So we have experts that work with every single one of the carriers. In some cases, like an Athene and Allianz, we have more than one person that works with those carriers to understand the inner workings and how to get your business from submission to commission as effortlessly and quickly as possible. So we've got Michelle and her team on the life side, Mackenzie and her team on the annuity side. They understand the inner workings of each of those carriers. They try and take as much of that back office support off of your plate to keep you in front of people selling. I always tell people, put us on your staff, but not on your payroll. And we try and work on those things that come up once you submitted an app, those additional requirements. And we try and head those off before you submit an app to make that process as quickly as possible get pushed through so you get paid on that business. So we'll scrub your applications before you send them to the carrier if you'd like. We try and get you to do them electronically. We'll train you on how to do that. And that all helps speed up that process, and having that team of people who understand how each of those carriers works really, really assists in that process. Our website is full of excellent resources. I was just on there a couple of minutes before this website started, showing a producer where to find a Social Security calculator. We've got all sorts of different calculators, RMD calculators, Social Security calculators, pension calculators. We've got sales support tools under our sales support resource library that have all sorts of information that you can customize to your practice and use as a drip campaign, or things you can hang in your office that talk about certain topics. There's fact finders. There's anything you need for a sales process to be successful on our website, as well as training on how to sell and position annuities and life insurance effectively. It's all there. But sometimes if you don't know where to look, you're going to have a hard time finding that stuff. If you have not had a walkthrough of the website and you would like one, please let us know. I would be happy to sit down with you and spend 30 minutes going over where the critical resources are on there. But get with your annuity or life sales director, or myself, Matt Sabala, and we will give you a walkthrough of the website. Like I was talking about earlier, if you're not doing electronic submittal, you really are doing yourself a disservice. This speeds up the process for both you and the client, simplifies it. Make sure that you're making as few mistakes as possible, because it'll show you where you're missing information. In a lot of cases, the carriers have gotten so good with their applications that it'll tell you if the information you're putting in is going to work or not, like to save you time. Sometimes even part of the compliance process is handled right there in the application. But this is all accessible through our website. It's just a couple of clicks away. If you need training on this, it is well worth your time to spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes to learn how to do things electronically. It really does simplify the process, unless you have that person, sitting across the table from you. Even then, it's easier to just input information into a text box on a laptop or a tablet. But use Firelight, use iPipeline, excellent resources. Like I said, you can do those remotely as well, just a couple of clicks away on the website, or you can scan the QR code to get you there. Creative marketing solutions. So I think this is the second thing we do really, really well to try and get this website started, because we were having some issues with GoToWebinar. They're working out some issues on their end, I think. Our creative marketing team helped out. A guy named Ryan here in the office is an expert when it comes to all things webinar. And so he helped me get this going. But we have a team of people that do everything from business cards and stationery, brochures, pamphlets, websites, all the way up to including getting you on the radio, putting you on Fox News if you want. I mean, we are really, really good at meeting people where they're at in their practice and helping them develop the marketing and resources they need to take them to the next level. So we have a really great process that involves our creative marketing team called a marketing analysis. And it goes as follows. You should have goals for 2024. For the remainder of 2024, we've got about half of the year left. If you don't have goals, it's hard to meet those goals. But based on those goals for what you have for the remainder of the year and going into next year, from an income standpoint, from a production standpoint, or maybe even operationally, you're going to need resources to meet those goals. You're going to need marketing to help you hit those numbers. And we can back in to a strategy that as cost effectively as possible helps you hit those numbers and take your practice to the next level in the next year and bite off things, one at a time. So we are constantly moving in a positive direction, reducing the standard deviation between having a good month, having a bad month, evening out that curve, and putting you on a steady course to success and meeting those goals. So our marketing team here at IMES is absolutely not a profit center for us. Everything is designed to get you more opportunities to write business with clients. And so a lot of the resources that we provide, including a website, including our lead generation, that is all at a discount because we're not trying to make money on that. We're just trying to give you opportunities to write business, and then everybody wins, including your clients. Our IMES Wealth Management team was formed back in 2016, 2018 when there was all that hubbub about people in the insurance industry needing a securities license to continue to sell indexed annuities and life insurance. It didn't turn out at that time that was the case. It was really scary there for a while for a lot of people, but you did not need to be a fully licensed fiduciary from a security standpoint in order to sell those products. But the same conversation is going on right now. And in fact, we know in 2 months, on September 23rd, there are some changes going into place for advisors to need to act as a fiduciary for their client, and all but license, you are a fiduciary starting September 23rd. And if you're not, you could be in trouble. And so we're going to help you stay compliant and make sure that you're doing things the right way and the way that the regulators need to see you doing it. And IMES Wealth Management is there to back you up. They are the fiduciaries that can join you on a call if you need to have a conversation about a securities, or if you need to have a securities conversation with your client, if they want to leave some money in a growth bucket and you don't have your 65 or other securities license, they can help you out as a resource there. They can help you earn your license. And then anybody that you flipped over to them, they will flip back once you've got your license and you can earn on those clients. It's a really great resource there. If you're trying to close a big piece of business and keep that client close so they don't have to go to another advisor and have a conversation about some of the things you can't talk about as an insurance-only agent, please involve our wealth management team. And if you don't have a securities license and you plan on staying in the industry for a long time and you really want to give yourself the most opportunity, I would strongly suggest looking into it. It'll help you close bigger clients. It'll add credibility. It'll help you get into conversations. Trust me, the people I know who were insurance only and then ended up getting their securities license, the concern is with people here at IMES on the non-wealth management side, sometimes that they're not going to write as much life insurance or annuities. They might end up doing more securities, but that never turns out to be the case. They always do more of both. It's a really beneficial next step for somebody in it for the long haul. The third thing I think we do really well is going on right now, guys. In our Omaha office, we are having the Life and Annuity Academy, the second of the year. This is high-level training from people at the very top of the industry for annuities, life insurance, and managed money. Guys who have been in the industry and been successful for 20, 30 years are just sharing their best practices, their sales processes. They're giving you their presentation that they use and have used to be successful with clients. It's really, really good stuff. I think it's the best that I've ever seen, and my exposure to the industry is pretty widespread. But if you have not attended one of these academies, we have one or two more that will be going on this year. I know we have one the last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of September that we have just opened up for registration, and we'll probably have one more in October. But if you'd like to attend one of our academies, please let us know, and we will do everything we can to get you out there. So we're going to have two quick polls during this webinar. One of them is, do you want to get out to the next academy? We would love to see you out there. We typically require a minimum level of production of around $50,000 life insurance or $500,000 of annuity business to get you qualified, but some exceptions can be made. So if you'd like to get out there, please let us know, and I'll get you the registration link. Thank you for that, guys. Just about done here with the intro. Please like and follow us on social media. Some advisors tell me I don't care about Facebook. LinkedIn's worthless to me. You may feel that way, but I guarantee you're doing yourself a disservice by not having a presence that makes you look the part on those platforms. If you don't use it to market to people, that's fine. But if you don't have a presence there, people are not always going to think of you when they need to talk with an advisor. It's a great way to stay in front of people. It doesn't cost very much, if at all, to have a presence on those platforms. And if you would like us to help you with that, our creative marketing team is excellent there. Still a great source of leads and appointments, Facebook and LinkedIn. If you have niches, if you were involved with a fraternity or a retired firefighter group or something like that, there's opportunity there. I promise you, we do it every day. Let us know if we can further the conversation there. So that is it as far as the intro is concerned. So let's kind of do this informally as compared to how I typically do a webinar. We're going to talk legacy products, and we're going to keep it pretty simple here, folks. So let's see. Normally, I have a much more structured way of going about this, but I wanted to just highlight a couple of products today and talk about where the opportunity is being missed. So over 80% of the annuity business that we see coming into IMS right now is one of two things. It's somebody looking for principal protected accumulation, or it's a guaranteed income stream. And they're pretty closely split down the middle. A little higher weighted towards accumulation right now, just because rates are so good and the earning potential is there. But guaranteed income streams are a very big component of that as well. I was talking with an advisor a couple of weeks ago, somebody who was new to me, so I hadn't yet had the legacy conversation with him, but I was actually working on recruiting an advisor who had not been introduced to IMS. And I said to this guy, his name's Pete, I said, Pete, you tell me what you guys are writing. He was writing primarily Allianz, and he was writing primarily Gillico products. And he was doing like the accumulation advantage with Allianz, and he was doing the ABC product with Allianz. And then with Gillico, he was doing a product, I believe, called the Wealth Choice. And I said, well, that's great. You've got great accumulation. It sounds like you're doing well with replacements, getting clients into better situations who have had policies that are underperforming that were purchased in a lower interest rate environment. And he was doing a good job of talking about their pensions and their Social Securities and identifying retirement income gaps. But this guy who wrote $25 million of annuity premium was doing nothing to have a conversation with his typically high net worth clients who either A, already had a life insurance policy, or B, did not qualify for life insurance policy. He was not having anything other than accumulate the most you can for legacy planning. And I said, well, are you aware that there are products that can guarantee you a 50% bonus on whatever you put in that absolutely goes to beneficiaries? You walk out of the office, the unfortunate happens, your beneficiaries get 50% more than you put in. And he wasn't even aware of that. And what I have found in conversations that I've had with advisors is most advisors do not know about these products. And so this is an underutilized tool. And I want to highlight a couple of different situations where we see a lot of opportunity here. So in the email that I sent out, I talked about a 50% bonus product. That exists. It's 100% real. If you put $1 million in, your beneficiaries are going to get $1.5 million. Now the catch is that $1.5 million is distributed over 5 years or more. You can choose to do it longer, but in most cases, people don't want to take a lump sum of a big policy because the tax burden's too high. So spreading it out over a number of years is usually beneficial from a tax standpoint anyway. But I'm going to show you the products that we're talking about. The Vega bonus with SILAC is the 50% product. I don't necessarily think it's the best one, and I'll tell you why, but it does provide the best guarantee. So this product right here, the 10-year product, gives you a 50% bonus on anything that's put into it, and any interest that's earned in the contract is multiplied by 1.75. So not only do you get on that $1,000,000, and I'm using a million just for a round number, not only do you get a 50% on that $1,000,000 that's put in, but any interest that you earn is multiplied at 1.75%. So if you get a 10% return, your client's going to get credited 17.5% compounding on the interest that goes to beneficiaries. So that beneficiary account, that enhanced legacy account, goes up in a big, big way with this policy. And I'm going to show you from a couple other carriers something very similar. No fee on most of these products. No fee at all. The catch is, with most of these products, you can't actually elect a lifetime income payout for 10 years or more, but that's usually not the goal. These products that we're talking about today are used for two main reasons typically. One is for enhanced legacy, like I'm talking about. Two is to provide a lifetime income stream with increasing income typically. I would say that second option, that lifetime income stream, can usually be beat by a different type of product. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes it's nice to have that flexibility, but this is the first product I was talking about. I have a guy who I work with. All he does is talk about this product with clients. I don't think that's the smartest way to go about it. I've had conversations with him, but he's successful in it. He tells people, do you have life insurance? No. Can you get life insurance? No. Let's talk about the SILAC Vega bonus, and he sells it, and he does a great job with it. So this is a guaranteed 50% bonus on anything up to age 80 that a client puts in, and then a 1.75 multiplier on any interest earned that goes to beneficiaries. Excellent product. For an older client, they still get a 10% guaranteed bonus to beneficiaries. The second product I want to highlight, we do a ton of Athene business here, and for good reason. Athene is a top carrier in the industry, is the Agility 10. A lot of people have sold the Agility 10 and never sold it knowing what I'm about to talk about. So where is it? Here we go. I'm using our Rate Watch tool, which is on our website, by the way. All of you guys, if you're contracted with us, will have access to this. So the Agility 10 was at 45% bonus for a while. Right now is at 40% bonus on anything that's put into it. Here's where I think it wins. If you've got somebody who plans on, I say plans on, who's probably going to live for a couple of years, the interest is multiplied times 2 instead of times 1.75, so different from that SILAC policy. Plus the indices that are available on the Agility 10 are some of the strongest in the industry. This has been the best performing index over the last 10 years. This was the best performing so far this year last time I looked, and this one actually performed the best last year. So they've got some really strong indexes available, and that interest doubler that is passed on to beneficiaries is a really, really strong option for growth. So if you have somebody who you think will stick around for at least a few years, this often will beat that SILAC policy because the earning potential in it is a little bit better. And that's pretty typical in the industry. The bigger the bonus, the lower the earning potential. But this is great as an enhanced legacy product or a deferred income product. You can't elect a lifetime income until the 11th year, but really, really good option. This issues up to age 80 in most states. There is a policy for an older client, the Agility 7. Let me select 7 years here real quick and show you guys this. The Agility 7 is another strong legacy product for an older client. It gives you a 25% bonus on anything that's put in. That is guaranteed to pass on to beneficiaries. As soon as that policy issues, that is guaranteed over a 5-year annuitization period. Plus, you still get that interest multiplied times 2. So another very, very strong policy. Okay, let me go back to the 10-year products. Allianz is what was like the #1 product in the industry for about 10 years, the 222. It's been passed up since then, but many of you guys are familiar with this product. When I first got into the industry, it was the hottest thing going, and it remained so for some time. So what you saw Athene build a similar product in the agility. You saw Silac build a similar product. North American has something very similar, but this is the one that kind of started it all. Right now, this is crazy. It gives you a 47% bonus on initial premium that you put into it, plus interest is multiplied at 1.5. So again, I think you have a little bit more earning potential with Athene than you do with Allianz, but same story. That premium bonus, or not, excuse me, that 47% bonus is guaranteed to beneficiaries over a 5-year period or more. No fee on this. Same story with lifetime income. You can take it over after the 11th year, after the 10th year, you can take a lifetime income. It's really good deferred income product and an excellent guaranteed legacy product. So that's another one. Good principal protected accumulation on this as well. Not as strong as something that doesn't have that enhanced legacy, but if you got somebody that's got some money sitting to the side and they don't know what they're going to use it for, ask them if they thought about legacy. Really simple question. These policies can guarantee they leave the most to their beneficiaries. There's nothing else that I'm aware of that is this strong other than life insurance, and in most cases, this is a better solution for an older client. So a couple other things I want to highlight here real quick. Those are the main 3 that I wanted to show you that give a large bonus that's guaranteed to beneficiaries. Let's talk about older clients, and let's talk about true premium bonuses that are guaranteed to go to beneficiaries. So we can sort by premium bonus here. And what I know that's not readily apparent to everybody is I know that there are certain products that have a fee associated with them, and I know there are some that don't. And I'm not sure why we don't have, okay, this is why. I've only got 3 carriers selected here. Let me redo this. So some of these products that show like a 20% bonus, they've got a fee. You don't really want a fee when you're talking about legacy. This is more going to be used in a situation where you're just trying to get a replacement accomplished and they need a large bonus. It can be a good story too. You can say, I can guarantee the client 20% bonus plus you add whatever they get in the fixed account for the first year. In this case, I think it's like 4%. You can guarantee them a 20% return in the first year. I get the story. It's not typically how I like to position products, but it is something that can be useful. But we're just talking about true legacy and bonuses that are guaranteed as a death benefit. There are a couple I'd like to highlight. Ibexus. And if you guys don't know Ibexus, you should. They are an up-and-comer in the industry. I honestly think they have the best service out of any of the carriers that I work with. A- rated. That rating is only going to go up. They are really innovators. It's a team of people that have come from an industry background from the top carriers, and they kind of all left those top carriers, and they were, at leadership positions within those carriers, North American, Athene, Allianz, and came to build Ibexus together. And they've got some cool stuff, guys. We don't get paid more to sell all Ibexus or anything like that. I just really like them. They give you the largest premium bonus in the industry that has no fee. 16%, that is guaranteed as a death benefit, the full value. If you're going to take free withdrawals or something like that, the bonus it has a vesting schedule like it does with most carriers. But if you pass away and you're an older client, you get that 16%. That is a true premium bonus. So it does not need to be annuitized over the 5 years. It can be taken as a lump sum. So that's something to consider. This product has another cool feature that's like a step-up feature that has the ability to lock in higher rates as you move forward through the contract. I'm not going to talk more about it right now, but really great product here. 10-year contract, 16% no fee bonus. There are a couple others that I'd like to point out here that offer really nice benefits too. Augustar last year kind of took the industry by storm because they were the first to do over a 12% bonus without a fee. Now they've been passed up by Ibexus, for example, but 14% no fee bonus from a straight A-rated carrier. Really good commission on that product too, 7.25% on that. Allianz now has a 13% no fee bonus. These are all immediately vested as a death benefit. And then the one that I really wanted to highlight here for an older client is SILAC. So SILAC, this product right here, the Teton bonus, issues up to age 85. So that's a little bit older than you can get on some of those other contracts. They issue up to age 80 in most cases, but up to age 85. And if you've got somebody who has somewhat of a surrender charge, this is an excellent bonus to make up that surrender charge and provide an excellent death benefit. So up to an 18% bonus that has no fee. It does have a spread on it, but it works differently than a fee. Good earning potential. For an older client who's in an underperforming annuity that may have a surrender charge, this is one that I use on a regular basis. So it kind of fills a unique scenario, but I see that scenario come up quite a bit. So one of the conversations I always have with advisors is, have you reviewed your current book of business? And I know I just did a webinar on this last week, guys, but have you reviewed your current book of business? I'm asking you this now to see if there are opportunities in there for you to put your clients in a better situation. If you have clients that purchased annuities from you 2 years ago or more, I can answer that question for you. Absolutely. And we're not churning. We're getting clients out of a policy that was purchased in a lower interest rate environment and giving them a much better opportunity. A product like this is a great way to do that while still providing some guarantees to legacy, but just giving them more earning potential too. I know I went off on a tangent there, but I try and hammer that point home. So there are two main areas that I think people often don't talk about them enough, and that is replacements and its legacy opportunities. So I highlighted some products here today that really fit that niche and I think is underutilized. If you'd like more information or you'd like to see an illustration, please let me know. You can email me at matts@imsinc.com if you'd like to see how any of those operate on a case you're working on or just in a generic situation. I'd be happy to walk you through the illustrations and show you where the guarantees are. But very, very strong products that are underutilized in our marketplace, and some producers just don't even know how they work. But those products, the Allianz 222, the Athene Agility, the SILAC Vega Bonus, and there are some similar like that with other carriers as well. But I think those are the three strongest, are products you should be talking to every client about who is a higher net worth client or just has money that they don't think they're going to need. And they could still access it. Those policies have 10% free withdrawals. With some enhancements, they can get up to 20% free withdrawals. So excellent policies for flexibility and enhanced legacy. So that is it, folks. Let me check questions and see what questions people have and try and answer some of those. Let's see here. All right. James, you asked about states. I'm not sure of the question there. The states shown are the only ones where the products may be sold. Okay, so there are some state variations. Usually, I would say with the products we're talking about, they're available in almost every state. SILAC, for example, can't sell in New Jersey, neither can Ibexus, but Athene can. There's always, with the exception of New York, there is always a product similar to what we've been talking about that is available. Where does it show the 50% bonus? So I could go back to SILAC. Let me see if I can show you here. It's there. You're going to have to trust me, I think, but I may be able to find it here in Rate Watch. Hang on just a second. Got so many products, guys. Sometimes it's hard to find it. Vega bonus. All right, here we go. Okay, so here's where it shows it. You just kind of have to know what you're looking at here, but the bonus is 50% on any interest that's put in. This one issues up to age 90, but after you get past age 80, you only get a 10% bonus. So that's where it shows that with that product. It looks like some people were not getting audio. I apologize, guys. I will send you a recording. Sorry about that, Dave. Okay, I think that answers all the questions. One last question I have for you folks is, just a moment here. If you have any policy that you have questions about that I can assist with and you want to see how some of these products work, let me know. I'll reach out to you and we'll run an illustration on those. I'll try and get to those this afternoon. I don't have a super busy afternoon, so I should be able to reach out to anybody who needs help. All right, folks. I really hope you guys got the audio here. I apologize for those who didn't. Looks like we were having some issues there. But I will reach out to you. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to give me a call at 800-255-5055. You can also text me at 785-289-8512. I'm very responsive to texts. Or email me at matts@iamsinc.com. Thank you so much to everybody for joining me on this, and we look forward to talking with you on the next webinar. Take care.